You're listening to WP Living with a video blog about money. I want to talk about WordPress themes and money. And I'm on the WordPress section of Theme Forest, undoubtedly the most popular WordPress premium theme market online right now. And I'm going to sort through all of their inventory by sales numbers. And if I do that, it brings me at the top here the theme that has sold the most copies, and I want to look at that theme. Not because I'm obsessed with money, but because I want to understand what is it about that theme that all the others haven't been able to achieve. What does it do differently? What does it have that the others don't? And how can we learn from it? What is the reason? What are some of the reasons behind this phenomenal sales figure? And let's have a look at that figure right now. The theme, it's called You Design. It's a corporate business theme. It's selling at $35 and it has sold a whopping 15,071 copies. That's massive. That's almost 5,000 up on the next biggest selling theme. That's incredible. What does that translate to in terms of numbers? If you're not familiar with Theme Forest, basically, if you're a popular author selling high volumes of themes, you're likely to be getting about 60 to 70% return on each theme. So let's just say, for the sake of argument, in an ideal world, the author got 70% of each theme. So that would be 35, let's divide it by 100, and times 70 would be what, $24.50 on each theme. And if we times that by 15071, we get a ballpark figure of around about $370,000 for one single theme. That's the kind of territory we're talking about here with this theme. So how did it do it? What did it do? What's its secret? Let's just take a look at the presentation page. I think there are a whole number of hints already here without even jumping into the demo of the theme itself. What have we got right off the bat? We have got options, options, options. Look at this, SEO optimized, internationalized, flags. Look at the presentation of the theme itself, multiple iterations, different colors, styles, suggesting multiplicity, suggesting options, parameters, customizations, everything there within a tiny screen. 6 sliders, 200 fonts, unlimited colors, background image upload, widgetized, bang, 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 bang. It's kind of in your face, options, options, options. The first line of the description itself is very telling. Check this out. UDesign is a very powerful theme which suits both users with no programming background as well as advanced developers. There you have it, in a nutshell, the message behind this theme. It's catering for everybody. And yet, while it caters for everybody, it does something very special. It allows you to personalize it, to make it your own. So it's a standard theme, but one that allows you to put directly onto it your mark. And that's the psychology at work in this theme. It's not saying use this standardized theme because only this standard is going to work for you. It's saying we've created a canvas for you to paint on, and we're going to provide the paints and the tools to do that in a very simple way. And it's a tried and tested model, but it's being used really, really well with this theme. It's interesting to note that the inspiration for the actual base template was from a company called Integrity. And Integrity, we'll just check out this website very quickly. They're creative strategists, technologists, basically in interactive marketing. So Integrity is an interactive marketing company, and if we check out their website, the design of it, it's very simple, kind of nicely done, nicely laid out, strong messages, strong emphasis on text and fonts and images, kind of an element of fun. It captures the imagination, but it gives big slogans here and there. There's kind of a big impact font work going on here. Scroll on through. There you are. That's the kind of layout. And if we go back to UDesign, this WordPress theme, and we check out the base design in the demo, look at that. Almost similar, almost not equal, but very similar. Fact is, the designer has added a very small link in the bottom here in the disclaimer, saying that the demo was inspired by Integrity and it's purely for demonstration purposes, blah, blah, blah. Clearly, they found a winning design decided to kind of do not a copy, but a close version of it, an inspired version, but then to turn this into a model in which you give your user the most number of options possible with the most effective admin panel, and that's a winning situation. And so if we look at that, how does that translate into the design? The front page. You already have 7 different possible front page layouts. You have 6 different possible sliders on the front page. You have fonts, colors, typography. You have 8 different types of shortcodes. You have a sitemap template. You have even convenient code snippets that have been arranged and predetermined for you. About us, vertical layout, horizontal layout, testimonials, price boxes, and so on it goes, option after option after option. This theme is so full of options, it's ridiculous. And yet, rather than swamp people's minds and imaginations, it's captured the imagination. Why? Because nobody wants to use something that everyone is using. People want their own. People want to put their own mark on things. But people don't want to pay, necessarily don't want to pay design companies X hundreds of dollars to design a bespoke WordPress theme when they can come and pick up a copy of $35 and then customize it to their heart's content. And that's what's being sold here. It's the idea that you are in control, that you are your own designer, whether you have knowledge of code or not. And it's that model that is making money. And that's what people should think about, I think, when they're developing new themes. Is not necessarily just trying to make money, using this model just trying to make money, but really giving some thought and care into the options they're giving their users and into what it means to be a user of a WordPress theme and how people go and modify things. The first instinct when you buy a theme is to modify it, is to make it yours. And everything in terms of WordPress development should be geared towards that specificity. If you follow my blog, WP Living, please check it out, wpliving.net. I wrote a post recently called Responsive Design, Economic Imperatives, the Tyranny of Typology, and the Slippery Question of How to Break Out of the Mold. A long, verbose title for somebody who is fairly verbose, as you can probably tell. Nevertheless, in the post, I'm talking about exactly that, about how theme development is really locked into the idea of grids and rectangles and certain forms, and that we've got to start thinking out and breaking out of that mold, thinking across platforms, and like this theme, thinking for the individual. How is the individual user going to put their stamp on it? How are they going to make it their own? And that's what I wanted to talk about, and that's probably one of the big reasons why this theme made so much money. Not the only one, but one of the big ones. Stay tuned for more WordPress tips, tutorials, ideas, thoughts, free thinking. More to come in the future. If you like this video, follow me on YouTube, follow me on Twitter, on Facebook, and any which way. Love to get in contact with you to see what you're doing. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Bye-bye.